All right. We're just coming in hot. We're coming in right at you because we got to get down to business. Of course, this is the 1 year anniversary of this Young Pro podcast, the Young Pro Showcase. You know, for a while there, we didn't know what to call it. It was the interview thing. Then it was like the Young Pro interview thing. Then it was the Young Pro Showcase. And then it's like, let's just say what it is. It's a podcast, right? It's a podcast. It's on YouTube. It's on Facebook. It's a podcast. And we've done a year of these, and we've done nearly 100,000 views of this podcast. So, I mean, is it the biggest thing? No, but like, we're putting up some numbers, y'all. We're putting up some numbers, and we've had some fantastic people. And not all of them could be here today because that's 52 people. We have not missed a week, not even one. We do podcasts on your birthday. We do podcasts on Christmas, on New Year's. We'll even do it on your mama's birthday, right? Darn it. So anyway, I'm pretty fired up. And for all the guests that have been on that are not on like right this second, because the screen will only hold so many people. We could fit maybe one or two more. Mikkel, man, appreciate you. You're going to be on again. Jared B told me, he texted me earlier today. He goes, I will be on the podcast. So can't wait for that. Elizabeth, and for everybody else out there. So make sure to share this, right? We got to share the love. We got to grow the community. And I'm just excited. So these are, Chris Ward, you're like barely Gen X. Like you could go either way, I think. I mean, I'm just talking about age, not other things. Anyway, JR Riddle, what's up, man? Appreciate that. So these are some, not all of you out there are my favorite people, but these are some of my favorite people that have made multiple appearances. And so I want to have them on today to do a little bit of looking back and then do a little looking forward, right? And so, come on this journey over the next 25 minutes with us. And if you have a favorite moment, if there was one that you particularly enjoyed over the last year, drop it in the chat. Miss Yusuf, she might say, well, the time when I was on was my favorite moment because that was the only one I paid attention to. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, guys, hey, Mr. Edmund Hunter, appreciate you, sir, being on here. Mr. Hillman, he had to outdo the rest of us. And then like Miss Joseph, like, who gets on a podcast in the car? I mean, come on now. She's in the back seat. Her driver. She's got a driver. Excuse me.
Driving this day.
I didn't like that.
Martavis, ask her what she's doing. Ask her. Say, hey, what are you doing?
Miss Joseph, what are you doing? Where are you going?
Where you been?
Where you been?
I am here in the right place at the right time. And you know that. I'm not in
She said she's been looking at houses, and I said, in Georgia?
I'm not in Georgia.
So since you started there, Mr. Lockhart, let me just go on and say this, right? You know, Mr. Lockhart just said that we are some of his favorite people. I want you guys out there to understand that I'm only on this show because two other people turned him down, right? Like, I was the last resort.
That's not even true.
He didn't call me first. He didn't call me second. He didn't call me third. He called me like sixth.
You were on the meeting when I said it, all right? You were on the Monday meeting. Like,
I just want y'all to know, he's trying to replace me with Miss Joseph, but it's okay. It's all right.
All right. Yeah. Mikkel says he's break. Were you wearing a three-piece suit right now, Mikkel? So anyway, a couple things, right? So a couple things, and I'll go out to you guys. What's up, Kevin? We need to get Kevin on here. Kevin, come on, man. You need to get on here. So I was trying to tally up the numbers, and I think the number is 12, right? We've had 12 ringer, and I don't mean 12 ringers on. I mean 12 of the people that we've had on have gone on to become ring earners, right? Mr. Hunter is one. Mr. Hillman is one. Miss Joseph will be one this year. But no, we have. So in my estimation, if you come on the podcast, you will be a ring earner. That seems to be, right? Our first guest, Miss Janae Tucker, ring earner. Then we had Jocelyn Brown, ring earner, right? Ariel Simone, right? Edmund Hunter. I mean, so I was looking at Edmund Hunter's video from last year. I think it was the end of June. He had like the like when COVID first happened, the shutdown happened. He had like the full "I haven't shaved. Are we ever going to go back outside again?" look going. But you're looking good, man. I know you've been busy, man. You doing all right, Edmund?
Yes, sir. I'm doing fantastic.
But like, I just went back and looked, and I was like, man, he was looking a little scruffy. It's okay. It's okay.
I've actually been considering going back to the scruff. You know what I mean? That's when you're in the trenches, man. Bring yourself up out the mud.
So now I'll say on myself, if you go back and look at some of those first videos, like I didn't have like my new webcam, and it was like orange, and it was like in the corner, and there's like nothing behind me. It was on Zoom, like it was.
So what you're saying is that the young pros have had a glow up.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So anyway, 12 ring earners, right? So now we've already had new ring earners this year, like Mr. Hunter, but over the next year of this podcast, looking forward to showcasing a lot of those, and some of them, I would even be more exciting. A, new ring earners, but B would be to have some of the existing ring earners get new rings. Right? Get double. So I want to, since we're here, what are some memorable moments, maybe not even on the podcast per se, but like in young pros in general for you guys? Maybe there's a specific moment, maybe there was an event, maybe there was something, I don't know. Just jump in here if you got something. Or Kati, just make something up.
I mean, let's be honest. We have to kick it off with the Young Pros Compound back in October. By far, the best experience. Oh, Diamond Bound. See, that's who he. She couldn't get on time, so he asked me to get. Now let me stop. But no, so yeah, the Young Pros Compound. I would have to say the Young Pros Compound, man. That was absolutely amazing.
Yeah. No, that was good. That was good. What we didn't do, and I feel bad about this. We were supposed to have like a ceremonial session for Mr. Hunter, because that's when he joined the council, and we never did it. So the next time we get together, we'll have to do a redo of that. Yeah.
I think that's fitting. I'm expecting it. I was expecting it the first time. I was let down just a little bit.
Well, I mean, we did throw you in the fire behind the computer, right?
I really don't want to talk about that anymore.
It was really,
you didn't get a ceremony.
Yeah, so we had this whole like thing that we were gonna do for Edmund, and then time just got away from us, and it just never happened. So like Edmund joined the council. The first thing that he did was he like a week later was like, yeah, I'll come to Atlanta. He comes to Atlanta. That's the first thing ever. And literally the first thing that happens is we get there, and he's like dressed up because he's super fly. And I go sit down at this computer with 2 monitors with a program that he's never seen before. And we're getting to ready to go live in front of 2,000 people. And I'm like, click this button, but whatever you do, don't click that button. And he's just like, now I was pretty tense. Like, he's just like, I don't know. It was, to be fair, like we didn't have a lot of time. I didn't prep him. You know what I mean? We had to do what we had to do. So that was his introduction. He's like, so this is what it's like.
Let it be known that there is real work that happens around here.
Yeah.
Real stressful, hard work.
Yes, we dig ditches. We
lose shoes.
Yeah, Shelton Young, man. Shelton Young, he's going to get his ring. If anybody, if you're out there, right, make sure to go to the Instagram page, Young Pro Instagram page. That's going to be Young Pro's official on Instagram, and go check out Mr. Shelton Young's video. It's like the last post. He's looking pretty fresh on there. But Miss Brown, we were just recapping, and you were the second You were the second ever Young Pro interviewee.
Janae was the first because she beats me to everything.
Janae was number 1. You were number 2. And to be fair, and I've told this on myself before, when you came across my radar on Facebook, you commented like on Janae's stuff, and I was like, oh, I've heard her name. She's not a Young Pro. She's older.
That's not what he said. He was like, who is this 45-year-old lady commenting on Miss Tucker's stuff?
I mean, yeah, you look like a sweet lady on Facebook.
Damn, I look old, guys.
It was just that one.
We're not going to talk about Josh and how he looks old, but
hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. But anyway, I was just saying that. Basically everybody that's come on the show has gone back or has gone on to like get their ring.
Dang, really?
Yeah. I mean, you got yours, Janae got hers, Edmund got his, Martavius got his, Katya's getting hers pretty quickly. I got some, like
okay.
That's the common theme I see with everybody. You come on the podcast, you get a ring.
That's it. This is the ring scene.
Got some.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Katya?
This is the ring scene. This is where it's happening. People just need to know that the young pros are out here killing the game. I think that the culture that we have, though, like the vibe that we have, is so second to none. Like once you enter into the chat and you start rocking with us, it's like you're sucked in. Like you're in. You can't help but notice a Zoom or notice a show or notice something and not comment it in the Young Pros chat because we're fire flames.
So Martavius kind of let it off. Like his big thing. He
Martavius's lighting has him looking like a whole model. He has the suit on. Like I don't know what's happening. Everybody else is looking very COVID Zoom casual, and Mr. Hillman is bringing a Joshua Lockhart level in here, and I don't know what's going on.
Martavius, do you want to tell her, or should I, or just keep it a secret?
You can tell her.
So my man over here, we got him hooked up with the proper equipment now.
Okay, that's what it is.
Okay, so I thought you was gonna do it a little more justice. No, so I have the best MVP, and I know we're live on the Success page, so I'm saying it in front of everyone. I have the best MVP in the company. The MVP of the state of Georgia, Mr. Joshua Lockhart, said, hey, man, if you're going to be my regional director, you got to look good. So sent me a camera, sent me a Blue Yeti, told me what green light to get. Yeah, so he told me not to come on half-stepping ever again.
Well, it's okay. I'll call my RVPs or SVPs. Well, you are my SVP, so I am so done.
Look at this. Look at this. Okay. I need to separate you two. I'm not complimenting
my workout partner because he didn't call me back this morning. So,
Ooh.
Yeah.
I didn't get a call this morning. It's okay though.
Lies.
So a little prospecting tip. Miss Brown, in prospecting counts for your workout partners, anybody in the business or out of the business, right? You have to call, voicemail, text, and then memo every time, right? It takes 5 to 7 exposures to get somebody in. It also takes 5 to 7 exposures to get a call back. I've found out. That's on any level.
I dig.
I followed until the memo part. What's the memo thing?
The voice memo.
Oh, classy. Okay.
Yeah. Shorten the time frames. Get 3 to 5 exposures in 30 seconds.
Got you. Stalk them all at one time and then put them in a campaign.
Yeah. So like when I wanted to get a hold of Mr. Hunter the other day, I called him, I texted him, I voice memoed him, and then later that day I called him again and we got it done.
Okay. If I have to do all of that, I will be finding a new workout partner.
Yeah, why am I always getting picked on here? Like I don't understand.
I don't know, but we love your blazer or your new outfit.
Miss Joseph says she's a free agent.
Is everybody else frozen?
No, I think it's just her.
Oh, okay.
Oh dear.
We can go back to our 9 a.m.s, Miss Katia Joseph, since Mr. Hunter doesn't get my calls.
Yeah. So
wait. I have to address Mr. Riddle. Yo, Mr. Riddle, you know, a 1-year-old, you lose track of time with a 1-year-old. I apologize. I will call you as soon as my 7 o'clock is over with. I promise you.
Wow. So anyway, to keep this moving, and poor Katya, whatever she's got going on. So anyway, and out there, right? For anybody that's been hanging with the young pros, I see a bunch of folks on here. What has been a moment that stood out to you, right? Was it a certain call? Was it a certain time? Was it a place? We'd love to hear. I'd love to hear, right? What was it that was like, this was like super dope, whatever happened, right? And then you guys in your suit coats, I can't take this. Especially Edmund with his basketball T-shirt on. You guys.
I didn't have enough time to change the shirt also, so I just had to hurry up and throw on. Look, well.
Oh, he got casual with it. I got a collar.
You like that, man? Come on, man.
Come on. So Mikkel said the kickoff. So yeah, a few highlights, right? I'll give you some things. So we had the kickoff event. So we had like 2,500 people watch our big event last year. First event we ever had. In many ways, it was a fantastic event. In some ways, it was a little bit frustrating of an event.
It was all the way spectacular. Everything about it was excellent and perfect. And there is nothing, we don't talk about things that we want people to forget, gentlemen. Family, make a note of that. Don't talk about things that you want people to forget.
Well,
it was an amazing event.
I have a feeling we're going to get to a second try at this pretty soon. So, 12 ring earners, right? We've done this for a year, 52 podcasts, almost 100,000 views. I would, I mean, I don't care how you slice or dice it. I would say we're winning in some areas, wouldn't you say? So now that I got you guys on, I can call you out in front of everybody. What I would ask, since there's lots of success on this call, what are some things over the next year? Maybe it's business, maybe it's personal. What are some things that you guys are striving for, right? Maybe it's a level in your business, maybe it's something else, right?
Ladies first.
Oh, okay.
I was about to go get my suit jacket since J.R. Riddle is in the comments calling me out, talking about where my suit jacket was. I was thinking, let me go run and get it. Okay, repeat on the question, por favor, so I make sure that I'm efficient in my answer.
Yeah, so we're talking about over the last year, but looking forward, right? What are some goals? What are some things that you're looking for specifically, right? Maybe it's a certain business goal, maybe it's a personal goal, maybe what's something that you're excited about?
In Young Pros or in Legal Shield, period?
They're just in life.
Oh, in life. In life, I'm a 7-figure earner. In life, we're building a new studio compound here in LA. If you just so happen to be in the city, come on by. I'm getting married in a couple months. That's exciting. I'm adulting. I am going from young pro to entrepreneur, professional, adult.
Did you hear what she said? She said 7 figures.
Yeah.
Like you gotta like, here's the thing. You have to have some confidence to even say that, like, to yourself, not to mention in a public forum. So good on you.
Thanks.
Good on.
It sounds crazy. It's Eric Worre's fault. He did the ×2 ×3 thing. Now I'm screwed. It's been coming out of my mouth and I believe it. I don't know. Affirmations do something to you.
I didn't do the ×2 ×2 thing, but a while back I just, I added a 0. Just add the zero on the end of it. Let that be a thing. Mr. Hunter.
Yes, I'm looking forward to, in my legal show business, developing my first ED. I have not done that yet, and that's always a goal of mine, is to break an ED right on my team. And so, I used to always have goals of every quarter, right? Because I thought, look, if I can start that at the beginning of the year, then that's platinum by, in December, right? A new ED, 4 different legs. So that's still a goal. I have never accomplished it, but that's what I'm constantly working on, is identifying leadership. And when you're grooming someone else in leadership, right, you're definitely working on your own. So that takes a ton of personal development, and it's something that I strive for daily, is focusing on my PD. And I think that's why my workout partner is on my neck, because she normally hits me up first thing in the morning. Have you prayed? Have you read? Right? Those type of things, to make sure that I'm staying on top of it, because I know those are the things that lead to me achieving those type of goals.
I like it. I do remember you saying something about that goal last time. I do remember that now that you said that. That's good. And for everybody, right? Like, here's a guy who, in really less than 12 months, we don't have time to get into that. Oh, she's you're busted, man. You're busted.
I know. I see it now. You and Mr. Lockhart. I miss both of y'all calls. I'm sorry.
If you've been featured on the podcast over the course of this year, what you're all learning is that you become a workout partner that can be hit or miss. And workout partnerships can be like that. No, I'm just kidding. Guys, your workout partner relationships is really like, it's like a friendship. You mess up and, you love each other anyway. Love you, Ed Millie. You're awesome.
Sorry.
Let's go get these EDs. Let's go get it.
Yeah, I was trying to. I feel like I need to build you back up, Mr. Hunter. Right? So
he's amazing. I didn't do a good job. My let's go get it, wasn't it?
50K in less than 12 months, actually, right? We don't go revisit the whole story, but 50K in less than 12 months.
Yep.
And so anybody's like, oh man, I got to have all these executive directors. No, you don't. Right? Building a solid business, building a foundation. Just wait. Let the boy get started. My goodness, he's just getting started.
Let the tattoo speak it for itself. Anybody catch that? Let that just shine right in there.
Yeah. Yep. Mr. Hunter, what about you? Mr. Hunter. Hillman. Mr. Hillman, the other sharply dressed individual here.
No, we can go back to Mr. Hunter. No, I'm following his lead on that one, right? I got to one-up him. I'm looking forward to breaking my first ring earner this year. Let's go. You already know. So trying to get on some platinum bound levels. You know what I'm saying? Diamond bound. But yeah, no. This year is to look at where we were 12 months ago to where we are now. It's already amazing, right? And then to look at what we're going to be in the next 12 months. Just to say one thing is not enough. You know what I mean? Like, 7-figure earner in life, breaking EDs every single quarter. You know what I'm saying? Popping ring earners in your downline. Like, that's what we're going to be in the next 12 months. So I'm taking everybody's. I'm a 7-figure earner in life. I'm popping EDs. I'm popping ring earners. Now, what about you, Mr. Locke? Let's talk about that too.
Let's talk about it, please.
So, and we will. But before we do,
right? He's always trying to know.
But before we do, everybody, throw your goal in the comment section. Join in with us, right? What's your goal in the next 12 months? Throw it in there. Javon and Dominique, throw it in there. Elizabeth, throw it in there. Mikkel, throw it in there. Jared B, throw it in there. Come on. So I will say, so a couple things, right? I want to double the amount of ring earners we had come through the Young Pros last year. We should double it, right? We should have many of the current ones level up, add a digit or two to their ring, right? So that's one big one. That one's important to me, right? Like when you're winning, you want other people to win around you. You don't want to be the only one winning. That's no fun. Not to say that that's the case, but you know what I mean? You want everybody winning. And me personally, like I've had this goal for a while now, And the closer you get, like the closer you're like, I told Miss Brown earlier today, like I feel this winning season coming on, right? I feel a big winning season coming on. Like if anybody's ever seen Rocky, you know what I mean? The music that plays right before the training montage, you know what I mean? Like on the one, it's like there's number 2, Adrian's in the hospital and she wakes up and she's like, I got something to tell you. And he leans over and she's like, win. He's like, what? She goes, win. And then Mick's like, what are we waiting for? And then the music hits and the next one, he's like running on the beach. Like that's where I'm in. I'm in the hospital. Wife just told me to win. We're going to go out and we're going to make $100,000 a month. That's where we're going. $100,000 a month. That is where we're going.
And y'all thought I was talking big stuff when I said 7 figures. See how he does?
Well, I mean, to be fair, $100K a month is like 1.2. So I got you by 200K.
That's still, you got me. Let's talk about how you had everybody all year though, since you thought that people were going to forget, but we didn't. Mr. Lockhart has like, he's like the Annie up. He's the guy. I have no idea. It's almost like I like congratulated him for a ring and blinked and there was like another ring. And there are like some legends in our business who have been doing this. Come on now. We can talk about Mike Humes going back to back with rings. The Cotes going back to back with rings. The Wins going back to back with rings. But let me tell you that Joshua Lockhart went back to back with rings. And I don't even think that there was even 6 months in between each ring. It was like 50K, and then how long did it take you to get your 100K, Mr. Lockhart? 3 months, Mr. Hillman. Help me.
3.5 months.
Okay, 3.5. And then next thing you know, we're like, hey, we're so excited. And then how long was it in between that, Mr. Hillman? Like 5 minutes. Another 3 months. Like this is crazy. 2 months? 2.5? Okay. So essentially, right, he leveled up 2 rings in like what, 5 months is what we're going to have to call it here. This is crazy what he's been able to do. And so I just think some people need to put respect on my SVP's name and need to be reminded that he is a level up God like the rest of them. So Mr. Lockhart, we are literally on this podcast and on the calls and in the chats following your lead, sir, and we thank you for leading by example. So now I have to restate my goals since they made me go first. I'm going to make 6 figures a month too. A 7 is not enough, he said.
Well, I mean, yeah, like who wants to make like 83, 33, 33, 33? It's a weird number. It's hard to hit. What if you hit more? What if you hit less? But like 100K a month, that's clean. 100K a month. Right? So like you could have one of these rings and then just like carve a 0 in it.
I don't even need a new ring. I just need to send it to a jeweler and make some engraved.
Just add a comma on my ring. Could you please? Or just, something. Anyway. But that, I mean, I don't know. I think that's it, right? Like, so and anybody who's listened to my story, right? It's like I wrote this number down a few years ago. And instantly it kind of freaked me out. I was like, but like, are you really going to go for that? Like, are you really going to tell people that? And I was like, and I told a couple people, you know what I mean? Then we got a little momentum and I was like, I think I could. And now I'm like, well, listen, go on YouTube. Here's your homework tonight, right? So this is going to be on YouTube tomorrow. If you're watching this on YouTube, click around on YouTube, right? There are people, it'll disgust you. There are people in this world who make millions of dollars doing ridiculous things. They have so less talent than you. Like some of you are amazing, just beautiful people. And these people, I don't want to like downgrade people, but some of these people, they have incredible lisps. They have a third eye growing out of their forehead. Like there's a guy right now, I can't think of his name, but like he makes a couple $1 million a year, and his YouTube channel, he goes through Wendy's checkout line and talks about chicken nuggets. Like that's a thing. You know what I mean? There are people in our business that are less skilled, less talented, less every metric you can that probably make more than you. And we're all up in our feelings and like, oh, I'm not good enough. I'm not this. I'm not capable. I haven't done it. No one like me's done it. But there are people with such a degree of lower talent and skill and passion and drive that are just doing disgusting things. It's like I feel disrespectful not to do something incredible. It's disrespectful. It's treasonous to my family not to go for it. That's how I feel it.
Man.
I love that. So my first takeaway from that was that it sounds like you're saying I should probably leave Legal Shield and just start eating chicken nuggets and posting on YouTube. Like, I don't know, 2 million a year. That sounds pretty good. Okay, so but
maybe that's the thing. Like for sure, there's one guy doing it. I don't know what the market's like on that. I don't know if you go to school for that. I don't
know. I'm seeing some people winning, like eating crab legs all day, and you know what I mean, right. Slurping noodles and stuff like that. On like, people get paid to eat nowadays. So that's pretty dope, right? But we're here, right? And this is what we're doing. And, we're excited about it. So look, man, I love that though, because you're right, like we're actually making a difference, right, while making a living, and we're going hard. And there's some great things happening with the young pros. Like I'm really, really, truly excited about the direction that we're going in, and focusing on bringing more people with us, right? I mean, because I get your sentiments, right? There's other people out there, they're doing certain things. I mean, it's out there. That's the point, is it's out there for us to take it, all right? And it's just about our attitude, you know what I mean? And if we're really going to go after it. So I think that's the point why, Miss Brown says, look, I'm going after 7 figures. Why you say I'm going after, 6 figures per month, because it's out there for all of us, right? And just like our mentor always says, like, we believe in abundance, right? Not scarcity. And so we should be looking at that and bringing so many more people with us. So I'm with you, brother. All right. I'm not going to leave to, go eat chicken nuggets and, see if but look, if there's a market for it, bro.
I mean, it's like if we're gonna eat nuggets anywhere, we might as well just turn the camera on.
You understand what I'm saying?
One thing that we stopped talking about is multiple streams of income.
The gig economy, bro.
Right.
I'm gonna have Mr. Sardine about that on the next recruiting event that we do next month. We're gonna put that up there with all these.
That's one of the options.
That's one of the options, bro.
A chicken nugget eater influencer. A nugget influencer.
There you go.
Oh my God.
Oh man. See, this is like when you're hanging around people like this, they get you all fired up.
We could literally do this all day. I don't think people realize that this is like our regular phone conversations with Legal Shield wrapped in, and we're just like letting you guys in on the regular shenanigans.
Right.
By the way, I'd like to say Joshua Lockhart called me today and absolutely pulled me out of the trenches. So I was really feeling away. And when you can't get in touch with your workout partner, you just have to kind of stew in it until they call you back. And so, which is okay, because honestly, Mr. Hunter, Joshua Lockhart, saved the day, and he called me randomly. And this is what happens when you have really cool workout partners. This is what happens when you're a part of Young Pros. Not just playing with you, Ed Millie, but right? People literally will call you and check on you in Young Pros. And that's next level, right? When people just call you and they're like, hey, how you doing? And it's a random call. Right? Like me and Mr. Riddle don't talk all the time, but randomly he'll call me. And today my SVP called me and he was like, hey, I just want you to know, like, you're my friend. And I think you're awesome. And I think you're amazing. And guys, after a day of doing GPIs and a morning of going back to back on Zooms, and then, we're closing out and all of that kind of stuff, you can be looking at like the end of the tunnel, like, oh my God, I have so much to do. But when you, associations is everything. When you surround yourself with people who are speaking like crazy life into you, he spoke crazy life into me. Like, I was a puppet. He just pulled me up and I was like, okay, I'm back. And so here we are. So Mr. Lockhart, thank you for, helping me today.
You are welcome. You are so welcome. And Martavius, man, your video is looking extra crisp right now, by the way.
Super crispy.
It is super crispy. So I do want to
looking like a milk dud.
No. I do want to let everybody know 2 things that you must do. You need to do. Okay. Anybody watching this, make sure your team gets this. Make sure anybody who even might need to know gets what I'm about to say. A couple of checklist items that you must do. Number one, if you have not, go to youngproconnect.com, youngproconnect.com. Check out the video, fill out the form. Check out the video, fill out the form. Okay. Number two, right? This week, we got our stuff. It's going to be great. Be on our calls. Awesome. But whatever you do, next Wednesday, what is that date? That is the 3rd. Next Wednesday, the 3rd. Now, we'll be back here next Tuesday. So if you're watching the show, we'll see you on the show next Tuesday. But next Wednesday, the 3rd, you got to be on that call. You got to be on that call. And if you go to youngproconnect.com, you'll know what call I'm talking about. But you got to be on that call. There's going to be some super extra sauce, as Miss Brown would say, that we're going to drop. It's going to be delicious. It's going to be gooey. But like,
yummy.
Be on that call. Like, we're going to have some fun on that call. There's going to be some special things we're rolling out on that call. If you do nothing else all week, skip your grandma's birthday and be on that call. She's not going to have you come over anyway. She's going to be on Zoom, right? So that's my 2 cents on that. So, Mr. Hillman, man, Mr. Hillman, what's one thing that, and we're going to wrap up maybe with this question. What's one thing specifically with the young pros that you would like to see happen in the coming year?
While you think about it, I want you to know that this lighting has the eyebrows just looking like, I need this light. Go ahead, carry on. Just wanted to give you some time. I was trying to buy you some time.
I appreciate it. Thank you. It's my other partner right there. You know what I mean?
He's like, oh crap! I got to think of something. What can I say?
I mean, no. Honestly, come on, Josh. Mr. Lockhart, we've already had this conversation before.
Yeah.
My whole goal is just to see so many more young pros winning, because I know the content that we're bringing, and I want to go back to the first question that was asked about, what happened over the last 12 months that I'm really proud of. And think about it. We have a call schedule. Right? The first Wednesday, you got recognition and the intros. The second Wednesday, you got the council bringing the heat. The third Wednesday, you got the legends. The fourth Wednesday, you got activity. You know what I mean? Like, we have a schedule in place that's causing people to win. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks to our event committee, by the way.
I wasn't going to throw us out there, but, Diamond Bound Jocelyn Brown leading up the events corner. You already know how we do it.
Events coordinator, I got your back. I saw the plug.
You saw it? All right. So I'm just saying, we literally we've always had the community in the Telegram chat, right? And nothing is wrong with the community. But now we have the actual tangible activity and training to get to the next level. I mean, it's not a coincidence that, once certain people join the council, they hit the ring. I'm not, no plug, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean? It's no coincidence that once certain people got introduced on the podcast that they hit the ring. It's because not only because they was front and center, but they was plugged in. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mr. Hunter was plugged in before he became a council member. Ms. Brown was plugged in before she became a ring earner. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the whole goal for me right now is more young pros winning. I want more senior directors, more EDs, more ring earners. You say we doubling last year numbers. No, why? We saw what we could do. Why not triple and quadruple what we did last year? Doubling it is too small. I mean, we saw what we did last year, and that was during a pandemic. We've had 12 months of practicing. I was about to say something. I can't say it. We live on Facebook. Get off the bench. Get on the court. It's time to go to work. We don't need 24 ring earners. We need 48. Let's go. All right, I'm done.
And on that note, I think that's a good place to pause for a moment. And hey, listen, you guys, this was a little bit fun show. We didn't really have like an exact, this is the agenda today. We were just kind of relishing in the fact that, hey, we made it a year. I mean, a lot of people, there are hundreds, if not thousands, if not tens of thousands of people that go, oh, I should start a podcast, and they never get around to it, or they do one and they never put it out. You know what I mean? And this is something that we've done every week, put it out, like I said, nearly 100,000 views every single week, have not missed a week. None of us get paid to do this. This is something that we just said, hey, this is going to be a good idea. It started with, hey, want to interview some people that are having some success. And it turned into this much bigger thing that, we're building a community around. And so I just want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you for all the guests. Thank you to you guys that have been on and continue to come on and just share their time, share their experience, and share their knowledge. And for everybody out there, share the stream. And we'll be back. We'll be back next Tuesday with some good content. Not to say this wasn't, but some good content, interviews, training topics, things that were going to actually help you in life and in your business. And so you can go to youngproshowcase.com and always get the latest episode that we've dropped. That's going to take you over YouTube. And with that said, we'll see you guys next week.